Mega Evolutions is finally dropped, and I got my hands on an enhanced booster box from the Pokemon Center. I'm gonna open it, and hopefully I don't regret it. And before we jump into this, I want to let you know that over 90% of you that actually watch my videos subscribe. So make sure you hit the like button, make sure you hit subscribe, and let's see what we get. I am super excited. I actually got this straight from the Pokemon Center, so this has not been tainted, hasn't been in another person's hand. It came straight from the distribution center to me. And I'm super excited. I got my sleeves on standby. I got a lot of comments about how the standard ETB sleeves can curve the car, whatever. So I figured I'd get some new ones. But I'm very excited. I have not opened a booster box. I haven't even opened a booster box in forever. So let's finally just jump into this thing. I'm so nervous. All right. It's been quite some time. Let me just go ahead and pick this up. All right, so this is the enhanced booster box. So it includes one illustration rare. I'm sure you all have seen this if you're following Pokemon at all, following the set. This is the big thing right now, is that some of the booster box don't come with a box topper. Some do. This one does. And I'm really excited because we actually pulled the... Oh, there it is. We pulled the Ivysaur already. We had opened a few packs on our own. And so this is super exciting because we pulled the Ivysaur. Now we have the Bulbasaur. I'm hoping that we get the Venusaur. So today I'm really looking for anything that's Gardevoir. Mrs. Bliss is a huge Gardevoir fan, but it would be awesome to pull that Venusaur as well. That's a sick promo. I really love that they're doing this again. They tested it with Journey Together. They had that Reshiram, which was sick. And then they didn't do it for Destined Rivals, which was kind of a bummer, honestly. But we'll set that to the side. Awesome. And then we got ourselves 36 packs of Mega Evolutions. And honestly, it's getting to the point now where it's tough to justify even opening a box. I think the market price right now is like $320 or something. But yeah, let's dive into this thing. So anyway, like I mentioned, I'm really excited about this set. I was lukewarm on it at first. I love the new code card. I know it's silly, but like, I don't know. I just think that having a little bit of a change is nice. I'll let you all have the first free one. I've actually been playing a ton of TCG Player Live, so I gotta save those. But I was kind of lukewarm on this set at first. I was like, okay, like we'll see how that goes. All right, let me make sure I got this set up right. I feel like my angle's off. All right, we got Bayleaf, Spearow, Onix, Centiskorch, Medium Power, Tangrowth, Nickit, that Heliolisk. I like that reverse holo too. I know everybody was kind of like, oh no, like the reverse holo's changed. But honestly, I'm digging it. And then to Alakazam. But yeah, so I was just kind of lukewarm. Of course, Pokemon's been getting the habit of, releasing the next set that's coming out, and of course, it's going to be Phantasmal Flames, and it's going to be Charizard, so everyone's attention was on that, like, right away, as was mine. So I don't know, I don't think it got as much hype as it did, and then it dropped, and it's like, holy moly, the set is actually sick. So yeah, I don't know. We actually had the luxury of going to the AT&T Stadium, and we opened one pack, then we opened a second one. And I pulled a Venusaur Full Art on the end zone of the Cowboy Stadium, which was sick. Can't say that I'll ever do that again. Patriots, if you're watching, please hit me up. I'm a huge Patriots fan. Cowboys are great and all, but like, it's disgusting. Like, come on, like a huge Pats fan. But it was a ton of fun. We pulled that Venusaur. I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. I pulled the Venusaur. And I was hooked. I mean, I feel like that's how it is always, though. It's like, you get one good hit from a set, and suddenly it's your favorite. So yeah, it was a ton of fun. Let's see here. All right, Crawdon, Iron Defender, Solrock. We got the Tinkaton. That's a sick card. Put down low. Another rare candy. I really like the holo. It just keeps it super simple, super neutral. Mega Mawile! That is sick! So I think this is the ultra rare. I actually pulled out, so you have the double rare, which we know of. Then this is the ultra rare. They have the illustration rare, the special illustration rare, and then they have the Mega Hyper Rare. So this is the ultra rare. And that's sick. Look at the texture on that card. I don't know if y'all can really get a good glimpse of that, but it is beautiful. So we'll set that aside. Actually, I'll go ahead and put that straight into a sleeve right now. Mega Mawile. So yeah, it was the ultra rare Venusaur that we pulled. I actually pulled it twice. I opened some on my at the card show. We opened an ETB on our own. We always do that. Just, you want to at least open one for yourself. And then we do our daily pack openings on Booster Blitz. So if you're not following on Instagram, make sure you go check it out. TikTok, all of it. And we opened a booster bundle and we pulled it again. So yeah, I'm hoping that we keep getting the Venusaur luck and we pulled a big one. I think that card's going for like $200. Everything's going for $200 these days. Nice, we got the Mega Latias. Even just the normal double rares, I was getting kind of burnt out in the Scarlet and Violet era, but these cards are just super awesome. Like just the boldness of the colors, the texture is really cool. These are sick. I'll go ahead and put that in the sleeve. I'm just gonna put them all in the sleeve. Normally I wouldn't, because I just feel like double rares, it's like, oh, it's like a step above I don't know. I mean, technically it is. But you get what I'm saying. Like, they're not the most special of cards, but they're super great, especially if you're trying to play with cards. Like, that's the one thing I've learned is, I just feel like I used to be primarily a collector. I didn't really play too much. And I've transitioned a bit more just because it's like, collecting can be difficult these days. It's so hard. But you want to be involved, and, I think it's really important to play too. Like, you have the cardboard, you have the cards, like, you might as well play. So I've been doing a much better job of holding on to my double rares. Nothing there. So, especially TCG Live. If you have TCG Live, please add me. Just send me a request. I would love to play you. I can't tell you how many hours I spend up at night. I can't sleep, and I'm just thinking about, like, what do I want to open next? What's the next content thing? I'll play TCG Live and get my butt kicked. So if you want an easy win, hit me up. But it's been a ton of fun. I was playing a lot of the Pokemon Pocket, and I love Pokemon Pocket too, but I think it's better to play TCG Live if you want to be aligned with the game as it should be played. All right. Nothing. All right. Man, I can't remember what box it was that one time. It was just great. I think it was Destined Rivals, which, by the way, I mastered. I finally mastered it. So if you haven't been keeping up with me, one of the last booster boxes I opened was Destined Rivals, and it was insane hit rates. It was like over 50% hit rate on double rares or better. And so, yeah, like I was saying, that was an insane box. And so far, this one's been okay. We got the double rare, we got the ultra rare. Let's see. Nice! Dude, look at the Shuckle. That is awesome. That is such a cool card. Wow. And we don't have anything. I love that card. That one caught me off guard a little bit. I've seen this kind of floating around on the internet a little bit, but when you have it in your hand, it just kind of, I don't know, it hits you different. I feel like everybody says that. But yeah, that's a really cool card. Very nice. Okay, all right, we got our first illustration rare, heating up a little. I'll clean up my area. It's very easy. If you've never done a booster box break or just open any booster boxes, you will quickly be overwhelmed by trash. So if there's one challenge for Pokemon, it'd be how do you reduce the amount of waste that comes from a booster box? Because, I mean, ripping's at an all-time high. You got ripping shippers, you got all this stuff, and it's just like, ugh. I don't know. I'm not trying to go like green or anything right now. Like I'm not trying to have that conversation. It is very important, by the way. But you get what I'm saying. It's just there's a lot. Okay. No. Yeah, it's just like it's just you got the code card, you got the plastic. I don't know. I'm not going down that rabbit hole. All I'm saying is if there's a way, they should figure it out because the hobby is just getting more and more popular. They're printing more stuff, and I think that's the one thing Mrs. Blitz gets on me about. It's just like, oh my god, it's a trash. And I was like, you gotta open it. Anywho, all right, let's get back to it. Garganacl, Magnezone. Okay, yes. That's a sick art, though. Very cool. But yeah, I'd be really curious on what you think. Make sure you're leaving me comments. You know, I read all the comments, by the way. So if you have thoughts, and you know, I would love to know what you got in terms of like hits and things like that. I love engagement. I love interaction. That's why I do it too. It's like, you know, I could easily just open this on my own and, you know, that be it. But one, I like to enjoy opening with all of you. But then two, I love it when you guys reach out like, oh, I got this or I got that, or hey, stop putting them in the ETB sleeves. It's fun. All right, nothing again. So yeah, make sure you leave a comment. Let me know what you think about this set. Is this set sick? Is it just part of the hype right now, or everybody gets excited about anything that's Pokemon? Look, you know, I was away from the hobby for a while, so I can't sit there and be like, oh, I've been around forever. Like, I got back into it during 151, which a lot of collectors did. So I got back into it during that first wave, so I have enough experience now to know what it was like before all the craze. But I know there's people that were in it before me when it's like, oh, it was really quiet, you know, before COVID and stuff like that. Nice, we got the Mega Absol EX, sick, very cool. So yeah, but I know what it's like when it's like, oh, this is hype, this is not super hype, and now it's just like, you say the word Pokemon and people's heads snap. They're like, what? Pokemon where? Who? Which I get it. I mean, I've always been that way, but when you have everybody else now that way too, it's like, it's so tough. But it seems like things keep getting better. I mean, I got this from the Pokemon Center. It's not like I have distribution access, or, you know, I'm not on their VIP list or anything like. I'm just a guy. So the fact that I can get some is a good sign. Like if I can get it, and I'm not super tech savvy or anything like that, that's a good sign for the hobby. Dude, that is sick. Let's go. Inteleon, nice. The Clotzer. Dude, that is sick. They have really stepped up their game. It's been happening for a while now, but I mean, the second half of the Scarlet and Violet era just absolutely blew away the first half. And I think they were still figuring things out in terms of like illustration rares and things like that. Like, don't get me wrong, the card arts were really cool and all, but yeah, I feel like it's just like, now it's just like they really got it figured out. Now they're layering in like the texture and stuff that you see in Japanese sets. This is great. I love it. So I'm really excited. And it's interesting because like I feel like, you know, I think I posted about this before, was like Mega Evolutions wasn't like the most popular set. Like there's a lot of people that are like, oh, I like Mega Evolutions, and then there's a lot of people that are like, oh, I don't really like them. And I was always kind of lukewarm. I was like, oh, it's cool, but it's an interesting wrinkle. And if you go into the lore of things, it's just like, it's kind of complicated too. At least from what I've read and watched. So it just makes sense. But you know, now that it's here and you get to experience it firsthand, like it kind of makes sense why there's some people that were like, oh, I was in this during the X and Y era, where they're just so latched onto megas. And so I am really, really excited. It's gonna be a wild ride. And then you got year 30 right around the corner. It's just gonna be crazy. My wallet cannot get a break. Premium power. Okay. Nothing. So yeah, I'd be curious, because, you know, I already said this at the top, or, you know, they already announced Phantasmal Flames, and that's one where I'm already looking at it. I'm like, I want to master set that. First of all, it's going to be one of the smallest sets that they've actually produced. I think it's like a 90 card set or something like that. Granted, they'll be like, you know, if you want to master set it, you got to get the reverse hollows and things like that, so it amplifies it. But so I think that's a good thing too. Like, I'd be really interested to see if Pokemon starts printing smaller sets just to help saturate the market more with cards, which is a great thing. That's cool. I really hope I do get the Steelix, the illustration rare. But that's a good thing for the hobby, because if you're in it for investing, like, you're in it for investing. I'm not gonna down talk anybody, but if you're in it for collecting and like being involved with a hobby, there's nothing better than having a saturated market, because then it's like, okay, cool. Like I want to have these cards, not like, oh, I want to have these cards because it's so exclusive and I can make $1 billion. Just they're competing interests, and I think right now the hobby just needs more cards. It's got to catch up to demand, and so hopefully these smaller sets do that, because they're gonna print them just the same, right? Like there's no reason why they wouldn't. Nice. Did we already get that? We did. All right, we got a duplicate. There's no reason why they wouldn't. So I don't know. We'll cross our fingers. We'll see what happens when Phantasmal, finally hits. But I think it's gonna be crazy. And of course, it's right at the holiday season. So if you were fortunate, you probably picked some up from the Pokemon Center. I did not get anything on the first round, but I did get the UPC, which is something I'm actually really excited about. I think that promo is everything. So I'm really excited. But I don't want to talk too much about Phantasmal Flames because we are opening Mega Evolution. So nothing too crazy yet. Still holding out hope for the Venusaur. The gold cards are really intriguing to me. It is really wild to think that, gold cards for a while were just, nobody really cared about them. In fact, I remember pulling my first gold card. I was like, yeah, what the heck? Let's go. And it was like $20. It was a Charizard from Obsidian Flames. And I just didn't understand that. Like, if I was a kid and I got a gold card, like if it were back in the OG era and you pulled a card and it was gold, automatic, best card ever. But they just, up until now, the gold cards have not been hitting. And then this set, it just changed everything. So maybe nice. We got the Mega Abomasnow. That's sick. Look at the color. It's just popping. It's crazy. Let's go. Yeah. It's intriguing. I'm not saying that people are wrong for that, because I do think the cards are cool. I'm gonna open a few more of these and then I'm just gonna pull them out of the box, because this box is about to fall over. I'm not saying people are wrong for thinking that. It's interesting to see how people's perspectives change. Part of it is likely the rarity of it. From what I've read, it's like 7 times harder to pull a gold card, something like that. 7 times more difficult to pull a gold card than in Scarlet and Violet era sets. So that could be it. It's exclusive now. Suddenly people want it. So nothing. Dang, we're getting dusted on this box a little bit. All that means is that there's going to be a lot of hot hits at the end. So make sure you keep watching. And if you haven't yet, make sure you hit subscribe, turn on the notifications. It means a lot to me. And I really do appreciate you tuning in. So drop a comment, make sure you're subscribed. If you haven't already gotten involved yet, I do daily content. And this month we're doing Epic Hitbinder month. So it's completely separate to this. Every single day I'm opening packs. I'm getting the hits and I'm putting them in a binder and I'm giving them away. So if that's something you're interested in, definitely make sure you follow and subscribe and keep tuning in. It's a lot of fun. This is now the 4th one we've done this year. The last one we did was in August. It wasn't bad by any means. I mean, it was like $300 worth of cards plus a beautiful Voltex binder. It was a 12-pocket binder. So people are getting hooked up, and I'm opening a lot of stuff. It's a lot of fun. The best binder we did, I think it was the 2nd one we did. This was in May. And the first day we pulled a Charizard from 151. There can be some epic hits. The first one we ever did, we got the Umbreon from... what was it? Can't remember what it's called. Something, Fates Collide. And that was a sick card. And I was like, oh, I want to keep that card. It was such a cool card. But you got to give it away. Those are the rules. So I highly recommend tune into that. And it's a lot of fun. And one of you will receive that Epic Hitbinder. It's sick. So anyway, all right, we're kind of getting dusted right now. We need something here. I'm gonna start moving a little faster here. Okay, come on. A shuckle. All right, that'll. Dang. Yeah, I've been seeing. It was interesting. I went on release day, so luckily I got the pre-order in. So I was like, okay, I don't feel the urgency to go in store or like wait outside. I did go, and so I went to my local GameStop, and there's a guy I've seen him there a few times, and I was like, oh hey, like, you know, how you doing? And there's like camping chairs and stuff, and like, how long you been out here? And I got there at like 9:45. Nice, we got the Mega Kangaskhan EX. A lot of double rares, but this is a really cool card. Just look at those colors. I like that the Mega Evolution is just like the baby being out of the pouch. That's my Mega Evolution. I'm no longer with Child. Child is out. We've evolved. Interesting. So anyway, so I was talking to the guy. I got there at like 9:45. The place opens at 11, so I just figured get there an hour early, bring a cup of coffee, see what happens. They also had this Spider-Man drop from Magic the Gathering. I love Magic the Gathering. I did a collector's box on that, so if you want to check that out, you should definitely check it out. It was really fun. Just up Spider-Man, no big deal. So I get there. He's like, yeah, I've been here since 5 a.m. And there's people that were there since like 2 a.m., they were saying. I could not believe it. I know Pokemon's great and all, but man, to put yourself through that, I guess you gotta do what you gotta do, but I don't know. There's a breaking point, I believe. Ugh, couldn't imagine. I think the only time the longest I've waited outside, and it's no knock to people, it's just the reality. And I like GameStop because they do adjust the prices a bit. I'm gonna be honest, it burns a bit. However, they also do a really good job at limiting products, so people can't just go in and buy. Whereas like some big box retailers, they don't really do that. And you just see the videos where it's like whole box of sleeves, whole box of blisters, and that sucks. So still, it's tough, but you know, it is what it is. All right, I'm going to pull these out. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We got 11 packs left. And right now, we are on pace to have the worst box opening I've had. But I have faith. Gotta have faith. I got a lot of trash. I'm gonna scoop my hits over. What I will say is that I have a beautiful stack of code cards, so after this, I'll probably scan all those, and that's where I'm gonna get all my hits for sure. Just a couple gold cards, no big deal. At this point, I mean, I think gold cards, I love this card. This card is sick. Look at it. Wow, they did Vulpix right. That is beautiful. I got Brock right there too. Here you go. Wow. See? Nice. Okay. And nothing there. Sometimes it just hits you. You're not expecting it, and bam. Sick card. Wow. All right. I'm just going to sit Vulpix right there. I really like that card. I think that one might be my favorite right now. All right. Come on. This is where the hits are coming. I feel it. We're going to get something. We have to. Otherwise, I'm going to send the box back. I'm going to send an email. Say, I did not get a special illustration rare. Help me out, Pokemon. I wonder how many people actually do that. They send complaints to the Pokemon Center. I didn't get any good hits. Okay. If I were to make any sort of complaint for any product I've ever opened, Blooming Waters. That Blooming Waters box still scares me. And I have a couple others I just have because I was like, oh, you know, you gotta have those on standby. Trying to find 151 is hard. Like I've had these ETBs and I've never opened. I can't, because once it's gone, and I love 151. And so the Blooming Waters is great because it's got 12 packs, and you know, just have those for the future, for future rips, for future Blitzkies. And so I opened one for Epic Hit Finder month last month, or was it July? Oh no, it was August. It was August. And then we got 2 hits. One of them was EX, and the other was Bills Transfer. Like, I was just flabbergasted. 12 packs, I got eviscerated. So it's gonna take a lot to convince me to open another Blooming Waters. I don't know. I think it's just Pokemon in general. I don't know what's going on, but I feel like I used to get hits galore. Now I feel like I get sucker punched. Right, I just bumped my nose. Right on cue. Right on cue. It's a double rare. This is a double rare box. There's so many double rares. I haven't seen a double hitter. I don't know if they're doing those anymore. I don't know if they're doing any more of those. Let's see. Camerupt, not my favorite Pokemon in the world. Mega Camerupt, pretty stinking cool. All right. We are getting down to the wire. We have not pulled a Gardevoir yet. Mrs. Blitz. She's going to lose it. I'm just kidding. She won't. She's great. She loves me. We're actually getting married at the end of the month. I'm really excited for that. This month is already going to be epic. Great if we could pull something crazy, though. Like an air balloon. Okay, so this is an ultra rare, I believe. Yep, this is the ultra rare, and it's a balloon. So yeah, love it. I used to go on this huge spiel about like why they do this to trainer cards. Now that I play more, though, it is a flex when you have like a ultra rare, special illustration rare, and you're like, bam. Okay, we got a balloon. Neat. That will be sad if that's the last hit that we get. My consolation prize was a balloon. Thank you, Pokemon. Thank you, Pokemon. Oh boy. It's kind of late here. I just was like, oh man, I really want to open the card. I've been setting this aside. I wanted to do a really good show for everyone. Get some crazy hits with you. We got the Stuffle! There we go. Just a little cutie card. Wow. Been holding on to this box. I wanted to open it with y'all, and I couldn't contain my excitement. I was like, you know, I just need to open it, and we got this Stuffle. Wow. Cutie card. All right, so we're starting to get some illustration rares now. I think that's our 3rd illustration rare. Still no SIR. Still no Mega Hyper Rare. And we got 5 packs left. Oh boy. Well, this might be the last box I open for a while. We'll see. I hope that's not the case. I have a couple others. I'm just scared. Okay. Now, I finished master setting Destined Rivals, but I do have a booster box. Oh, I want to open that. And I saw prices the other day. I was like, what is going on? Mega Mawile. I think we finished the Mega Mawile set. I don't think there's a special... I don't think there's an illustration rare for Mega Mawile. I'll find out. So yeah. I couldn't believe it. So now, booster boxes, I'm scared to open them. Pokemon got me scared. It's not good. Can't have a hobby that's made for joy and positivity be a hobby where you're scared to open things because of how expensive they are. Man, it's crazy. I used to remember the days we'd go into the Pokemon store and everything was on sale. It's all clearance. Like, now, $19.99. Like, what? Cool. 3 packs left. Holy moly. We are almost Mega Evolved. We've evoluted. So close. I hope we get some last pack magic. That'd be great. And again, reminder, if you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe. It means the world to me. another Meganium. Means the world to me. One of the challenges I have for this upcoming year. So we've been doing Booster Blitz for a year now, which is crazy. I started on YouTube late though. So I started Booster Blitz in September of 2024. Then I started on YouTube in March of 2025. So I've only been doing this for about six to 7 months. Should have started sooner. So if you're a content creator or thinking about it, make sure you do all of it all at the same time. One of my challenges is to get a play button. My son is a huge YouTuber. That's really one of the reasons why I started doing this, was to inspire. We love Pokemon. He loves YouTube. I figured, why not try this out, see where it goes? And I would just love to do that for him. Just show him that anything is possible if you just apply yourself. That's not me saying anything other than just, you know, if you're thinking about it, go for it. And I have a ton of fun, and I've enjoyed this ride with you. And now we're at the end of our last pack of the booster box of Mega Evolution, and I gotta say, we got some really cool illustration rares. Let's do a quick assessment here. Before we open this last pack, we got the Mega Mawile, we got the Stuffle illustration rare, Air Balloon, Mega Camerupt, Mega Kangaskhan, Mega Abomasnow, Mega Latias, Inteleon, Mega Absol, Shuckle, which actually, I think this one might be my favorite. We got another Mega Latias. Everything's falling down now. And we got a Mega Mawile Ultra Rare. This is actually really good. This is really good. The reason why it's tough is because it's like, oh, you know, again, it comes down to the price. If you're thinking about it in terms of just hits and enjoyment, we got some really cool hits. I do hope we get something crazy here. So let's find out. Come on, gold card. Let's go. I feel it. Something crazy is gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It has to happen. Let's go. Corbunny, Young Goose, John Jurner, Crawdon, Iron Defender, Silver. It's not gonna happen. Greavard. And a Mega Lucario EX. So we did get something. So yeah, well, you know, we did get hits. Let's do a quick count here. Let me do a quick count. Sorry everybody. Let me shuffle you. I'm gonna sort them out. That way we get a good idea of what we got today. Okay. Yeah. We got a lot of EXs. A lot of double rares. Okay. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 out of 36. So that's close to, like, you know, a 25% hit rate. It's what, 22% for EXs. Then we got 2 ultra rares. Okay, so that's 10 hits. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 illustration rares. So that's 14. So if in a box of 36, that's actually not bad. It's like what, 40-ish% tilt. And look, like, these are really good cards. These are all great cards. I'm really excited about all of these. Yes, was hoping that we could complete the Venusaur. Oh, we cannot forget we did get the Bulbasaur as well. So look, all in all, I think this was a fun box. We got some great hits. Can't complain. I hope we get more. So as always, thanks for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please make sure that you subscribe, and I will see you at the next Booster Blitz.